Hello and welcome everybody. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, but I do have a little bit of bad news. I admit it, today we are the bad guy. That's right, we're playing 3 copies of Veil of Summer and our Amulet Titan sideboard. This is the Menace of Modern. You probably can't see that, hold on. This is the quote unquote menace of modern. If you play blue or black in any form or capacity, you know this card very well and not in a good way. It's a 1 mana instant that is going to make your spells uncounterable. It's going to give your permanents hexproof from blue and black. And worst of all, if it's cast in response to something, or if your opponent has cast a blue or black spell, it cantrips as well. You get to draw a card. So this card is obviously insane. I've had some trouble in the past in leagues against things like blue-white, or I don't know if I've ever gotten it on stream, but I played against Sultai Reclamation, I believe, once or twice. Anything in that vein, and well, maybe Veil of Summer is the solution. I recently played a match against F. Paulus on stream. Sadly, I wasn't recording here because, believe it or not, I do not record every single match I play on Magic Online. Maybe I should. But anyways, I was playing against F. Paulus, and there was a window where the chat had joked that I was holding a Veil of Summer, and I realized right then and there, maybe, and I know that it was a game 1, so it was a great joke. But maybe there's some validity to that. Maybe it's going to be possible to find some windows where we can hold up a Veil of Summer and it'll do some pretty busted things. It's worth noting that this card does not play around Aether Gust. Let me pull it up real quick. Aether Gust does not actually counter anything. So if you're putting a spell on the stack and expecting it to resolve or through a counter spell, Aether Gust will definitely put a damper on that. However, if your Titan is already in play, or say you have a Dryad in play or something like that, then you can protect your permanent from Aether Gust using the hexproof mode of Veil of Summer. So it's kind of weird around that card in particular. But other than that, that's kind of the biggest thing. I've also shaved the 2 Ancient Stirrings. Get out of here. They're gone. And instead we have a Tribe Scout and an Azusa. Also, I guess I should mention, to make room for the Veil Summers on the sideboard, I cut the 3rd Beast Within, the 3rd Mystical Dispute, and the 2nd tracker in the board. And those are the changes. I am happy to be back on Amulet. This is a bit of a throwback for me, because this last week I was playing mostly a mono black vampires list, just casual, because I don't like all my matches to be high stakes, just playing around in the free to play rooms. I doubt that you'll ever see this on screen, but if you want to, let me know. I'm not opposed to it. Can't guarantee that I'm willing to throw my money away jumping into a league with it, but we'll see. I'm still developing it. Anyways, yeah, I was playing mono black vampires and a bit of blue white shark blade in person. I went to an FNM, ended up 3-1. One of those matches was the bye. Full disclosure, playing blue white shark blade. So it's time to give a return to the old faithful. And having stepped away, it gave me some new ideas, some things to try out. Hence the list that you see here. So, anyways, without further ado, let's hop straight into the matches. By the way, if you are interested in content with some other decks, specifically blue-white Sharkblade, like I mentioned in the intro, I highly suggest a couple channels. One, Harry MTG. You may have seen his videos, but he does a lot of good videos, lots of informative content with blue-white in general. He's played a lot of different decks. And then the other one that I would like to shout out is Islands in Front. I may be able to link to their channels or something like that in the description. No guarantees. You might have to look it up for yourself. I can't do everything, you guys. But those channels are fantastic resources, really good gameplay, really good people, as far as I can tell. So, yeah, go check them out. Speaking of checking out, this hand, it's kind of awkward. Let's see, if we go turn 1, Garenbrig, turn 2, Gruul Turf, turn 3, Forest, Dryad, into Garenbrig, then we have a turn 4 Titan with Valcut online. So I'm going to go ahead and keep it, but just based on some of the advice I've seen from F. Paulus's content with the deck. A turn 4 Titan with Dryad in play is generally keepable, but in all honesty, a hand like this looks pretty slow to me, so we'll see, we'll see. Our opponent is Pablo Zoo, so we'll see if they are in fact playing Zoo. Let's lead on the Forest, since we're gonna play it on turn 3 anyways, to get this untapped Dryad. Don't want to give them additional information. Uh-oh, Tron. Uh-oh, traditional Tron. I don't know how good this hand will be against a traditional Tron build. It's a good thing we're on the play. We don't have Amulet, so getting access to a Ghost Quarter for our Titan turn may prove difficult. Although I think we'll have an additional land drop to like search for a bounce land plus Ghost Quarter off of our Titan ETB trigger and be able to pick up the Ghost Quarter and play it and activate it immediately. So by virtue of being on the play, this hand might be fast enough. We shall see. They got in the mine and played the mine, so I don't have to keep track of that one. They have a map. Okay, so they might have Slowtron here. We played the regular forest, so let's show that one right back at them. Here's the Dryad. And we'll play out... Do we show them the Garenbrig as well? I don't think that we do. Let's play the Snow Forest, and then they'll have to make their decision of whether or not they think we can Titan them this upcoming turn. Spoiler alert, we can. Thank you, Garenbrig. Okay, so they have Slowtron. This, we might be able to beat. This definitely feels better than if they were just to slam a turn 3 Karn here. And they searched for the tower, so we'll probably blow up the tower. Is this a scrying as well? Okay. So they got a redundant tower. So now we're blowing up the mine, because I believe that's the one they got off of the stirrings. Okay, so we don't want to use up our second land drop here. That's going to be important. Sadly, we can't set up a Vesuva to copy this Ghost Quarter, so we only get one shot at this, but maybe that will be good enough. We will find out. Ghost Quarter is our only savior here. I know that some people have had success playing, for example, a Tectonic Edge in the sideboard, and I have been there before. And that is so that after the first Ghost Quarter, they'll almost assuredly have 4 lands by that point. Hold on, I guess we should do this in their draw step. Let's set that stop. The reason being, we want them to potentially... I mean, they'd have to have like 3 or 4 forests in their hand, but in the off chance that they do, then they will get nothing off of the Ghost Quarter search here, so... This is going to be the right timing, I think. I can't think of a expensive instant that they would be playing, so let's hope that our Hail Mary here hit the right Tron land. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes, Tectonic Edge. Some lists play Tectonic Edge in the sideboard, so that in situations like this, they play a redundant Tron piece, and then you have Tectonic Edge up, or even the third Tron piece, and you have Tech Edge to just straight up Stone Rain your opponent, rather than give them a basic. Oh no! Oh goodness. Not like this. Uh-oh, is this Ugin? Yeah. We need them to not hit Tron there. We were just a turn too slow. Even on the play, if I'm not mistaken. Uh-oh. Well, we probably can't beat this. We will play another turn or 2 out, because now if we happen to draw like Titan, or Amulet into Titan, or some confirmation of that, then we would be able to deal with the Ugin, but I highly doubt that our plan is gonna stick here. We can play the Garrison and pick up one of these basic lands, I suppose. This way we can haste a Titan, even if we don't have Amulet, so... But yeah, that was probably our one chance. We blew it. Or I guess actually our opponent had it. And worth noting, there's no additional Ghost Quarter here, so we just have to play with them having... Okay, no, that's game. That is good enough for me, opponent. Alright, so traditional Tron. We want Beast Withins, clearly. This is one of the few matchups where we would love to have a third Beast Within. Rex Sage could kill a map on the play or a Oblivion Stone, which I don't hate. I definitely could see myself forcing a map if they can't immediately activate it. Dismember could potentially hit Thought-Knot Seer, but I'm not gonna plan around them having that until I see it, because otherwise Dismember is kind of a dead card. I guess we'll take the Sage. I don't know. Let's get rid of these Explorers. We don't want the Bog, for sure. Do we want Disputes here, too? They could counter a Karn. If they were negates, I would definitely like this tech, but they're not negates. Is it worth it? I don't think so. Let's just go with Explore. I mean, on the play, Dispute's a little bit better. We can have the Dispute up for their turn 3, since we'll hit our 3rd land drop in time, but unless we have already gotten a Dryad in play by then, we'll have to have found a Simic Growth Chamber or Tolari West or Breeding Pool. And we have one less hit at that, since we don't play a fetch land, so... And then this card is going to be dead after that point. Yeah, I'm not loving it. Let's just submit like this, I think. Alright, we'll play first. If I can manage to click it. There we go. So this is a turn 2 Dryad, turn 3 Titan hand if we draw an untapped source. So I like it. We could also draw Amulet into bounce land. That would be pretty much the nuts. I would definitely take that. I guess we're probably putting the Field of the Dead into play. I was initially thinking about Gambrig, but this is going to be an untapped source, so it might be important to lead Breeding Pool into putting Field into play tapped with the Grazer, so... We have plenty of green sources to activate Gambrig, so... Yeah, let's just see what we can make of this situation here. We will yield to this guy, and put this one in play, and pass it back to them. What you got, opponent? Expedition map. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Rex Age would be good, too. Okay, there's a bounce land. So we're definitely playing Dryad. I think we're doing bounce land, picking up Garenbrig, I guess? I'm fine with that. Yep. And we'll swing it back to them. So... because of the fact, like what happened in Game 1, the fact that we'll be able to get Bounce Land and Ghost Quarter and pick up the Ghost Quarter and replay it, I think we are pretty well set up here. They're not going to have turn 3 Tron. I can assure them of that. And this is the type of hand where it pays off, right? This is a turn 3 Titan, which is vastly different than a turn 4 Titan, in my humble opinion. Yes. So, yeah, let's just go with the Ghost Quarter line, I suppose. Seems good. Seems good. We'll play Ghost Quarter, and we'll do the draw step thing. And this time I highly doubt that they can come back from it. I wonder if they even crack a map here. Sure. See what they get. Tower. No surprises there. And we will hit the mine, because Urza's Mine is the one I like to hit when in doubt. So, there it goes. Power Plant is just a cooler name, and they always have the cooler arts, too. Like, look at that. This guy's just floating. Reminds me of the House of the Dead games. I think they were originally, like, in arcades and stuff, but, and the end boss, he kind of just floats around with, like, so a lot of stuff just flying around him, telepathic powers, that kind of thing. I mean, anybody who thinks that Power Plant is worse than mine is just deluding themselves, clearly. Okay, so we might be able to manage to kill them here. We have 8 plus two Valakut triggers, I mean, so that's going to be 6. That's 14, and then we get to play an additional land, so yeah, they're just dead. Assuming we can manage to not skip through our combat phase here. Actually, you can get in there, Grazer. Sounds good to me. Yes. So the plan here is to get Valakut and Vesuva. Vesuva will copy a bounce land and pick itself up. And all these Valakut triggers go upstairs. And we can always save these targets. Always yes, and always yield. And we'll pick up the Vesuva here. They take a little bit of damage. And here's Vesuva copying a Valakut for TW, the win. Yes. Interesting that the copy made us click yes that last time. Alright, so that was a pretty straightforward game 2. Maybe we can do that again, although that might not be as good on the draw, sadly. Oh, why do we have explosives in here? That one doesn't do anything. We want to explore over that. On the draw especially, I think we don't want mystical disputes. Nah, I'm going to submit like this, perhaps. Do we want to cut the tracker to play another explorer? I think so. It's either going to be Titan or nothing, so let's get this Explorer back in here, get a little bit of a ramp going. This hand has Titan mana, and it has some pieces of ramp here. It's going to be a turn 3 Dryad, turn 4 Titan. On the draw, though, I don't know if I like it. We could mulligan and try to find an Amulet hand, and then get blown out by Nature's Claim. I don't know, though. I think we can try to find a hand just a tad faster. Let's mulligan. This hand is certainly faster. And we have Beast Within to disrupt their Tron as well. We're definitely keeping this. So, we can bottom the Beast Within and plan to get an Azusa with the Summoner's Pact. So we go turn 1 Amulet, turn 2 Grazer, floating a red, and then put Gruul Turf back in. And play a 3-drop, so we could do that and Beast Within, and then turn 4... Actually, maybe Grazer is not particularly good for this hand. Because we can go... Because if we use Grazer to try to, like, Summoner's Pact for an Azusa and do stuff with it, then we will have to leave either a lone Gruul Turf or a lone Field of Dead in play. We also have a top deck for some additional lands. Weird. And we're going to have a turn 2 3-drop either way. Grazer's also +1 mana, though, so like we could go field into land, Amulet plus land, into Gruul Turf, Grazer to go up to 5 mana, and that way we could pack for Azusa, play 2 more land drops, assuming they don't have Dismember, and Titan on turn 3, assuming we draw any land. Alright, I'm going to ship the Beast Within, I think. That might be a little too aggressive, though. Because they could very easily have Nature's Claim or Dismember. So, let's actually pack away this Summoner's Pact. I think we can naturally draw a 3-drop, and we may not have any trouble getting to a Titan without the 3-drop anyways. Land. Alright, that's a great land as well, because now we get to turn 1 Amulet. Yeah, let's do that. Still have a stop on their draw step. Oh, and they play Force for turn? That is great news for us. Wilt is a bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Let's Grazer out this Gruul Turf. And pick up the Forest. And we'll play Field. And now we have the ability to Beast Within a Tron land. And if we top deck a Garenbrig, we have a Titan already. We'll see, we'll see. Well, knowing that they had the answer for Amulet, I'm really glad we kept Grazer, because otherwise this hand would have been incredibly slow against Tron. Now I kind of feel like we're priced into using this beast within here. Much as I hate to say it. Yeah, let's do that. And we'll draw step it, I guess. No, we'll upkeep this one. I don't think they have anything that can interact, but it's not like we're trying to spike them off of a basic land or something. So, yeah. The reason we have to do this during their turn in the first place is because we don't want an additional attack to come through with that beast. We'll play this on the power plant this time, since this is the second one they played. It means they potentially found it later than the mine, so... And if they just play another power plant here, they still need to get tower in order to assemble Tron, so I guess we're still kind of fine. I would love if they don't have another land here, but I feel like that's pipe dreaming. We shall see, we shall see. There's tower. I guess we hit the right land, perhaps. Oh no, scrying. Okay, so they have Tron set up for this upcoming turn. Garenbrig. That's not Garenbrig. Okay. So I guess we're playing out this Dryad. And we're going to play Sanctuary. And pick up and replay the Forest, I guess. Alright, we'll see what they have. Even if they just ooh and wipe our field here, we can play another Titan, so... Or not play another Titan, we can play our Titan, so... We don't want to see Karn here. There's Ugin, okay. I'm not used to being just totally okay with Ugin, but, you know, we'll work around it. This gets rid of the beast, too, that's funny. Okay, T West. Yeah, let's play that one so we can trigger our Feel the Dead. We're doing things. That might have been a mistake, because we could have gotten Ghost Quarter, the Ghost Quarter line that I've played in the past 2 games already, but... Oh well. Yes. I guess now we can get Ghost Quarter and Vesuva, and then next turn play Vesuva as a copy of Ghost Quarter and plan to cut them off Tron this upcoming turn. We also might be facing down... I don't know, but if we do that, we are not triggering Field anyways. Triggering Field doesn't matter as much with an Ugin on the field, though. They can just wipe the tokens. We could also get 2 Growth Chambers, so we can pick up Tolari West. We'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could transmute and play a Titan this upcoming turn. I think that's gonna be the line, actually. Though we won't be able to haste our Titan anyways. And then we'll just lose it to 2 Karn triggers. Alright, I guess we're getting... Oh wait, don't want Slayer Stronghold. I guess we're getting 1 Simic Growth Chamber, picking up the non-Simic Growth Chamber bounce on, like, Rule Turf or something. So we'll have the blue transmute, and then a differently named land. I guess Ghost Quarter makes sense here. Yeah, let's do that. This way we get to Trigger Field. We can have access to Tolari West mana this upcoming turn. And we have a Ghost Quarter if everything goes south, so... Thankfully, this Ugin minus makes it so that they don't currently have an onboard answer to our prime time. So that's nice. They could easily Karn downtick and then Ugin -0 and wipe our whole board, and then we'd be in really bad shape. But barring that, we're looking alright here. They could also have the Ulamog that they erect us with earlier. Let's just see. Now we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're actually 1 mana short of casting a Titan this upcoming turn. Ugin plus there. I'm happy with that. Emrakul the Promised End. Uh-oh. Alright, let's yield these. I can't imagine that Emrakul is particularly good for us, although I don't think they have a way to make us suicide our Primeval Titan. So, I'm not really sure exactly what that does. They'll be able to pick up Tolari West and transmute it for something, and Ghost Quarter our own land. And I guess they can have us attack the Primeval Titan into the Emrakul. That's pretty bad. Yeah, that might have been a game-winning good there. Do I have to F6 through my own turn here? Is that how this is gonna work? Hmm. Interesting. So now if they play the Gruul Turf at all, we'll be able to play Sunhome and double strike our zombie if we want to. I don't know that double striking the zombie matters. We kind of just need to top deck a Titan here, I guess. Okay, first things first, swing. That makes sense. They could get Vesuva and then Ghost Quarter our like Vesuva, or like Valakut and Ghost Quarter our Valakut. We're fine nothing, I guess, as well. That's fine. I don't know. Ghost Quarter our Sanctuary. Yeah, things are looking bad for us. Because if they don't do anything with this Tolaria West, then we have no way of using it to find a Titan or anything relevant this upcoming turn. I guess they could also just pick up the Tolaria West. Okay, well, we still have Titan mana in play. There's that. No, we don't. No, we'll have it this upcoming turn with the Sunhome. It doesn't matter, though, clearly. Let's see, can we beat this board state? Because we're going to be taking 13. If we play Titan, we lose the Titan to the Ugin. Because I'm debating whether or not to just scoop here. I guess there's no reason to do that just yet. We want to play the Growth Chamber, maybe? No, I think we just naturally have to top deck Titan. So let's play out the Sunhome here. Pass it back. Yeah, that Ugin was pretty bad for us, too. Although, I think the Ugin was beatable. This Emrakul just destroyed us. Kill my Grazer. You got it. Ulamog. Okay. We get it. We have lost. Good games, opponent. Rest in peace. Our chances. Okay, well, that happened. I don't know, maybe we should have mulliganed our hand game one. Who knows? Maybe it was too slow. Anyways, I will see you guys for the next one. This is Red Face Menace, signing off.